Anime, Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero. In this second episode, on a bright morning, the Demon King tried to wake up the still soundly sleeping Max. Life had become so relaxed for Max after becoming a hero that he was reluctant to get up from his slumber. The Demon King struggled to rouse the sleeping Max, and when he attempted to do so, he felt as though Max had stopped breathing. Panicking, he shook Max's body, still lying on the bed, only for Max to choke due to the prolonged breath holding and then resume his sleep. After waking up and enjoying breakfast prepared by the Demon King, Max went out with no specific destination in mind. The Demon King, wanting to join him, was not allowed to go along because of his conspicuous appearance with his horns and 3 eyes. Feeling annoyed by Max's behavior, the Demon King decided to follow him, transforming into a schoolgirl dressed in a sailor uniform with a very revealing style. As he walked, observing the drastically changed and modern human environment, the Demon King muttered to himself, contemplating the possibility that Max might be secretly training to defeat him again. Due to the attention-grabbing and revealing disguise, the Demon King attracted the gaze of the locals as he searched for Max, paying no mind to their discussions while enjoying the food he bought. While strolling through a shopping district, the Demon King noticed a shop renting DVDs and private rooms for watching adult films. However, he thought that such movies could be watched at home without spending extra money. As he continued walking through the alleys, he spotted Max, who was walking with an absent expression, heading to the supermarket to buy snacks and alcoholic beverages. The Demon King began following him from behind to avoid arousing Max's suspicion. Upon reaching a park, Max opened one of the alcoholic beverages he purchased and drank it while enjoying dried squid snacks, which he typically paired with a drink. Max, who was enjoying his leisure time, suddenly encountered 3 children trying to persuade him to play ball. Since Max was used to playing with kids who came to the park, he eventually entertained them. The children were agilely attempting to snatch the ball from Max's control. Feeling cheated, one of the boys ended up kicking Max, which made him angry. However, Max refrained from hitting the child and instead punished him by playfully lifting him up and swinging him up and down quickly, which surprisingly delighted the child as he felt like he was flying. Later, Max started narrating his past experiences when he faced demon troops, showcasing his sword fighting techniques, which the young boy imitated with great enthusiasm, being a big fan of Max's heroics during that time. Perhaps, for Max, sharing these memories served as a remedy for the depression he felt after his scandal became a topic of gossip among the mothers who forbade their children to play with him. The Demon King, observing from behind a tree, couldn't help but sense that Max should have children of his own, the same age as the kids playing with him. Then, a mother called her son to return home, probably because she forbade him from playing with Max, fearing that her child might be influenced by Max's behavior, as reported in the scandalous news. Consequently, the children decided to head home. Max, understanding the parents' concerns, couldn't do much as it further tarnished his reputation. After the children left, Max fell asleep peacefully in the park. Suddenly, a group of unruly teenagers appeared, trying to provoke Max into a fight because they considered him a societal outcast due to the scandal. One of the delinquents started beating Max until he fell to the ground and was stomped on by them. Unable to bear seeing this, the Demon King, without fighting back physically, intervened using his magic to put the delinquents into a deep sleep. Max knew that the Demon King helped him because he didn't want to harm civilians, but he complained why he didn't do it from the beginning. During the journey back to the apartment, Max expressed his gratitude to the Demon King for his help. He explained why he never hit civilians, even the delinquents, as he was afraid it would make the news again and cause more stress. He also mentioned that he only drank alcohol in the morning to boast to the children playing in the park, trying to make himself seem better. The Demon King admired Max's decision not to resort to violence against the delinquents, recognizing it as a wise choice for a former hero. Max felt that the Demon King's way of thinking was too naive, as there were various consequences that could arise if he were to actually fight the delinquents, and he didn't want to complicate matters further. The Demon King playfully imitated Max's way of speaking, not wanting to fight the delinquents, which made Max angry and chase after the teasing Demon King. Later, the Demon King asked Max what he would like for dinner, and Max suddenly wanted to go out again, requesting a hamburger steak. As night fell, the Demon King prepared the ingredients for cooking, muttering to himself about not knowing where Max had gone. As it turned out, Max had gone to the adult DVD rental place. In the evening, while Max was relaxing in the laundry area, enjoying his alcoholic drink, he saw a schoolgirl dressed in a very revealing outfit. Unaware that it was the Demon King in disguise, he later realized it when the Demon King returned to his original small form upon arriving at Max's residence. Max asked about the girl, but the Demon King pretended that he didn't know anything, as revealing the truth might be risky. As they were having dinner, there was a sudden knock on the apartment door. Max assumed it was a salesperson offering products and didn't care much, but when he opened the door, it turned out to be Xania, who had come to fetch the Demon King. She had walked for 3 days and 3 nights from the Demon's City to find the whereabouts of the Demon King, who had left the Demon's Palace without returning. The Demon King introduced Xania as his personal secretary at the Demon's Palace. Max felt sorry for Xania, having walked such a long distance without any human transportation aid, and with her conspicuous attire, she surely became a topic of discussion among the locals who saw her. The Demon King confirmed that Xania was somewhat foolish and went on her journey without seeking any help. Annoyed with her difficult journey due to her attire and being from the demon's race, Xania was also frustrated that the Demon King refused to return to the palace. He believed that if he went back, Max would die quickly without anyone preparing food for him. Max responded that he wouldn't be that easily defeated. Xania, irritated by Max's attitude, challenged him to a fight using a kelling, which she had ready in her hand. However, when she attacked, Max easily threw her and was ready to jab a spoon into her eye for underestimating him as a non-hero. The Demon King told Xania to apologize for her disrespectful behavior. Xania, after apologizing to Max, praised him for being not dull at all, which impressed the Demon King. After taking a bath, as she hadn't bathed in 3 days during the journey, she accidentally grabbed the wrong drink, which happened to be alcohol stored by Max in his refrigerator. Xania, who turned out to be a lightweight drinker, got drunk and caused chaos in Max's home. Still wearing only a towel, she tried to attack Max in her annoyance. Xania smashed the table in the apartment, and Max attempted to escape through the attic door, leading to a chase. In the midst of the chase, with Xania in pursuit and her towel slipping off, the commotion caught the attention of the neighbors. When they reached the park, Max finally challenged Xania, assuming she wouldn't fight back, fearing it would lead to negative news. However, just as Xania was about to strike, the police intervened and stopped her. She was startled when she realized the police officer's hand was already on her shoulder. The police officer inquired about Xania, who was running on the streets without wearing any clothes. Once Xania came to her senses, she regretted her actions and burst into tears. A female police officer asked Max about the incident. Max explained that he had given her the alcohol and the killing weapon in her hand to prevent the situation from escalating further. Inside the police car, Xania apologized to Max again for causing trouble due to her actions. The police officer, realizing that Max was a hero, expressed gratitude as the world had become better in the last 10 years thanks to him. However, Max apologized for Xania's actions and his past mistakes, which led him to be someone who shouldn't be seen as a good example. In the morning, the Demon King apologized for Xania's disruptive behavior, as he had heard the commotion. Then, the doorbell rang at Max's house, and it turned out to be Xania, who had just finished moving to the apartment next to Max's. She had decided to move in to observe humans and gather new data, also planning to keep an eye on Max. In a separate building, Fred witnessed the events of the previous night involving Max and Xania, knowing that Xania belonged to a demon clan. The story continues, but how will it unfold? This is the end of episode 2. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss part 3 of this series recap.